Welcome back to Quiz Up! Today we are taking a break from the news and diving into the weird world of general knowledge. Smash that like and subscribe button. Let's get weird! Let's start with a time travel question. Which of these has existed on Earth the longest? It's B. Sharks. They are older than trees and even the rings of Saturn. Respect your elders. Time for a space check. Physics gets a little weird out there. On which planet is a single day actually longer than its entire year? It is A. Venus. It spins so slowly that it orbits the sun before it finishes one rotation. Michael Jackson was a huge comic book fan. In the 90s, he actually tried to buy Marvel Comics just so he could play which superhero in a movie. It was B. Spider-Man. He really wanted to be Peter Parker. That would have been a thriller. Let's test your geography skills. Which of these famous rivers actually flows through the Amazon rainforest? It is C, the Amazon. Okay, I'll admit that was an easy one just to warm you up. Don't worry, they get harder. Your skeleton is pretty strong, but some parts are tiny. Where exactly is the smallest bone in your entire body located? It is B, inside your ear. It is absolutely tiny, but it is essential for you to hear this video right now. Let's go back to the early days of the internet. What was the very first product ever sold on Amazon.com? It was A, a book. It started as a bookstore and now they sell, well, literally everything on the planet. Let's talk about big cats. They are usually pretty loud, but which one of these is the only one that cannot roar? It is B, the cheetah. They can purr and chirp just like a little house cat, but they can't roar. Not very scary, is it? French fries are an absolute icon of fast food. But despite the name, where were they actually invented? It is Belgium. The French somehow got all the credit for it. Sorry about that, Belgium. If you are standing in the middle of the city of Rome, which other independent country are you technically standing next to? It is C, Vatican City. It is the smallest country in the world and it sits right inside the city of Rome. Okay, let's look at your fruit salad. Botanically speaking, which of these fruits is actually classified as a berry? It is A, the banana. Strawberries? Not berries. Science is lying to you. Taking to the skies. What is the only mammal in the world capable of true flight? No gliding allowed here. It is B, the bat. The others just fall with style, but bats are the real pilots of the mammal world. Deserts are supposed to be hot and sandy, right? Well, which one is officially the largest desert in the world? It is the Antarctic. A desert is defined by a lack of rain, not by heat. Humans are unique creatures. We are the only animals that produce tears for which specific reason? It is C, emotion. Other animals cry to clean their eyes, but we are the only drama queens of the animal kingdom. Hide your snacks. Statistically speaking, what is the most stolen food item in the world? It is B, cheese. Apparently, there is a huge black market for cheddar out there. Who knew? Which animal has fingerprints so similar to humans that they get confused at crime scenes? Believe it or not, it's koala. Who knew koalas were out here committing crimes? Flex your muscles. If we judge based on weight, which is the strongest muscle in the human body? It is B, the masseter, or your jaw muscle. Keep chewing, you're working out, you beast. Let's look at the map again. Which country holds the record for having the most natural lakes in the world? It is B, Canada. They have more lakes than the rest of the world combined. Absolute show-offs. Video game history. What was the first video game character to ever have a giant balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade? It was C, Sonic the Hedgehog. He beat Mario to the parade back in 1993. Gotta go fast. Walt Disney originally didn't want to call him Mickey Mouse. What was the first name he chose for the character? It was B, Mortimer Mouse. Walt's wife hated the name and told him to change it. Thank you, Mrs. Disney. Biology is weird. How many hearts does an octopus actually has pumping blood? It is A, 3. 2 pump blood to the gills and 1 pumps it to the rest of the body. Greedy. Sneezing is actually pretty powerful. How fast can a sneeze travel when it leaves your body? It is C, 100 miles per hour. Bless you. And maybe cover your mouth next time, okay? Which Asian country is famously known as the land of the rising sun? It is B, Japan. Or as they call it locally, Nihon. The shortest war in history was between Britain and Zanzibar. How long did it actually last? It was just 38 minutes. I have literally had showers longer than that entire war. Here is a weird body fact. What part of the human body never ever stops growing? It is A, your ears and nose. Gravity is not your friend as you get older, folks. Last one, check the flags. Which color does not appear on any national flag in the world? It's purple. Historically, purple dye was too expensive for flags, royalty only. And that is 25 rounds of random knowledge. If you got 25 out of 25, you are officially a trivia wizard. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.